Did you know Claressa sent me a cease and desist? Y'all probably knew because she was in the comments on my videos thing, okay? And so here's what I'm going to do in terms of the cease and desist. So my lawyers have been going back and forth with her lawyer, and we've been trying to figure out what was actually said that was defamatory. Now, there was one thing that I did see that was mentioned that could be grounds for any type of lawsuit, but we have since corrected that. And so let me tell you what happened, right, before we get into the specifics of why we're here. All right, because this is my formal apology to the GOAT, to the greatest to ever.
For years, Claressa's story inspired millions. A young woman.
The world of boxing has always been intense, but what we're about to uncover goes far beyond the ring. Claressa Shields, the undefeated champion and a force to be reckoned with in women's boxing, has found herself at the center of a storm that no one saw coming. And it's not her opponents in the ring causing the chaos this time. It's something far more personal, far more shocking. Fans are stunned, social media is exploding, and whispers of betrayal are spreading like wildfire. It all began when Tasha K, the queen of celebrity exposes, dropped a bombshell revelation that has left Shields fans questioning everything they thought they knew. The news hit like a lightning strike. A champion known for her strength, determination, and resilience suddenly seemed vulnerable in ways nobody expected. Emotions ran high as clips and messages started circulating online, suggesting that Shields' carefully curated image might not tell the whole story. Sources close to the situation claim there were hidden conflicts and secrets bubbling beneath the surface: family disputes, financial disagreements, and private arguments that have never been made public. The drama isn't just about Claressa's career anymore. It's about her personal life, her relationships, and the shocking choices she may have made behind closed doors. The family was left divided, friends reportedly shocked and confused, and fans are scrambling to piece together what really happened. And just when people thought the story couldn't get any more explosive, Tasha K's investigation revealed a twist that no one could have anticipated. Allegations of betrayal, secret dealings, and unexpected alliances have surfaced, sending shockwaves through the boxing community. Some say this could change the way we see Claressa forever. Others claim it's all overblown, but when you see the evidence, the leaks, and the reactions, you'll understand why this story is impossible to ignore. In the next few minutes, you're going to hear details that have never been shared before. We'll break down every confrontation, every heated argument, and every secret that Tasha K uncovered. You'll feel the tension, the heartbreak, and the fury that has erupted behind the scenes. The fans are talking, the family is divided, and Claressa Shields' world may never be the same again. Stay tuned, because this is more than just boxing drama. It's a shocking truth that could redefine her entire legacy. The world thought they knew Claressa Shields, the undefeated boxing champion whose name alone commands respect and fear in the ring. Known for her unparalleled athleticism, discipline, and relentless drive, Claressa had built a public image of perfection, a champion who seemed untouchable both professionally and personally. But beneath the glitz of championship belts, roaring crowds, and carefully curated social media posts, a storm had been brewing, one that would shake the foundations of everything fans believed about her. It started with subtle rumors. Fans whispered about tensions within her inner circle, inconsistencies in interviews, and cryptic posts on social media. At first, these whispers were dismissed as typical fan speculation, people projecting drama, where there was none. But then Tasha K, the celebrity investigative powerhouse known for uncovering hidden scandals, dropped a bombshell that immediately shifted the narrative. Overnight, Claressa Shields went from being a symbol of resilience and perfection to a figure enshrouded in controversy. The news didn't just shock fans. It sent ripples through the sports community, social media platforms, and even mainstream media. Everyone wanted answers. According to Tasha K's investigation, Claressa's life outside the ring was far from the disciplined, controlled environment she projected. Sources claimed there were unresolved family conflicts, financial disputes, and private disagreements that had long been kept away from public view. The allegations painted a portrait of a champion at war not with an opponent in the ring, but with the people closest to her and with choices she herself had made. The drama wasn't merely personal. It suggested decisions and actions that could threaten the stability of her career, her public image, and even her relationships with fans. What made the story even more sensational was the sheer scale of the fallout. Fans were shocked to see glimpses of Claressa's inner circle divided, with former friends and associates stepping forward to corroborate parts of Tasha K's expose. Social media platforms became battlegrounds of speculation and outrage. Every post, every story, every comment was dissected and analyzed as people tried to piece together the truth. The intensity of the online reactions reflected just how invested the public was in the life of a woman who had seemed so invincible. It wasn't just fans reacting. Experts and analysts weighed in as well, drawing attention to the contradictions between Claressa's public persona and the claims made in the expose. Some suggested that years of pressure to maintain perfection had led to decisions that would have seemed unimaginable to outsiders. Others speculated about the role of external influences managers, sponsors, and even family members who might have contributed to the tensions now coming to light. The sheer complexity of the situation turned a seemingly simple story about celebrity into a multi-layered drama of personal stakes, hidden motives, and unexpected betrayals. And then came the leaks. Tasha K revealed documents, photographs, and private communications that suggested Claressa had been navigating situations that directly contradicted the polished image her fans had come to adore. The evidence hinted at clandestine meetings, disputes over money, and conflicts with those she had once trusted most. With every new detail, the story escalated, fueling speculation, anger, and confusion. Fans were left divided, some defending Claressa fiercely, insisting that the reports were exaggerated or misleading, while others felt betrayed by a figure they had idolized for years. The tension wasn't just external. The claim suggested that even Claressa's family was fractured, caught in a web of accusations, loyalties, and resentment. Close relatives reportedly struggled to reconcile their personal relationships with the public scrutiny, while others appeared to be taking sides, deepening divisions. The more the story unfolded, the more it seemed that Claressa Shields' life outside the ring had become a battleground in its own right, a place where alliances shifted, secrets festered, and trust was a scarce commodity. Adding to the drama was the timing. Just as Claressa had been preparing for another high-profile fight, these revelations surfaced, threatening to overshadow her professional achievements. Analysts noted that a champion's public perception is almost as important as their performance in the ring, and the sudden influx of controversy had the potential to impact sponsorships, fan support, and even future fight negotiations. What should have been a period of focus and preparation was now overshadowed by headlines, speculation, and relentless online commentary. Yet despite the chaos, Claressa remained silent, at least publicly. Every media appearance, every post, every interaction was scrutinized, with fans and critics searching for signs of acknowledgement, apology, or denial. The absence of a direct response only intensified curiosity, making every minor action or statement a potential piece of the puzzle. Some saw the silence as a calculated move, a way to let the storm pass without escalation. Others interpreted it as avoidance, a sign that even Claressa could not control the narrative any longer. In the midst of this turmoil, Tasha K's investigation continued to unfold. Hidden conflicts within Claressa's management team came to light, revealing disagreements over financial deals, fight negotiations, and even career strategy. Former associates claimed that tensions had been simmering for years, with miscommunications and personal grievances gradually escalating into outright conflict. These revelations transformed the story from a sensational expose into a complex narrative about power, loyalty, and the precarious balance between public success and private struggles. By now, the public was fully captivated. Fans, commentators, and even casual observers were glued to every new update, dissecting each revelation and debating its implications. The story had become more than a scandal. It was a drama that touched on universal themes: trust, betrayal, ambition, and the consequences of choices. For many, Claressa Shields was no longer just a champion in the ring. She was a central figure in a real-life drama unfolding before their eyes, a story filled with tension, emotion, and uncertainty. The stakes couldn't have been higher. Each Revelation added layers to the narrative, highlighting conflicts that seemed both intensely personal and broadly relatable. People connected with the story not just because of celebrity intrigue, but because it exposed the fragility beneath even the most celebrated figures. Claressa Shields, a woman whose physical strength had been admired for years, now faced scrutiny over her emotional and personal life, a reminder that no one, no matter how extraordinary, is immune to complexity and controversy. As the online discussions reached a fever pitch, it became clear that this was just the beginning. Every fan, every journalist, and every commentator was asking the same question: what happens next? With family divisions, management disputes, and personal secrets all exposed, the path forward was uncertain. Claressa's next move, her response or lack thereof, would determine not only her reputation, but the trajectory of her career. The anticipation of what might unfold kept audiences on edge, eager to see the next chapter in a story that had already captivated thousands. And so the stage was set. A champion whose life had once seemed straightforward was now the center of a dramatic whirlwind. Tasha K's revelations had uncovered layers of tension, conflict, and secrecy that no one had expected, leaving fans shocked and eager for answers. The drama had only just begun, and what followed promised to be even more intense, more emotionally charged, and more sensational than anyone could imagine. The world was watching, and Claressa Shields' story was about to take a turn that no one would forget. The revelations had set Claressa Shields' world on fire, but the story was far from over. As the dust began to settle from Tasha K's initial expose, more layers of complexity started emerging, each more sensational than the last. Fans who thought they had seen the full picture were stunned to realize that the drama extended beyond personal conflicts. There were financial disputes, covert alliances, and hidden betrayals that had been carefully concealed from the public. Insiders revealed that some of Claressa's closest advisors had been quietly at odds over the direction of her career. Decisions about sponsorships, fight promotions, and even training regimens were hotly contested behind closed doors. What appeared to be a unified team on the outside was, in reality, a fractured network of conflicting interests. Some advisors allegedly prioritized personal gain over Claressa's success, and the subtle maneuvering had been going on for months, if not years. Fans were shocked to learn that the champion's professional life had been riddled with tension, leaving her to navigate not just opponents in the ring, but treacherous waters behind the scenes. As the investigation deepened, another shocking revelation surfaced, one that struck at the very heart of Claressa's public image. Sources claimed that Claressa had made choices that directly contradicted the image of integrity and discipline she had cultivated. Private communication suggested that some decisions, including financial arrangements and personal dealings, were not only questionable but had caused rifts within her family and management team. Emotions ran high as the details emerged. People close to Claressa were reportedly torn between loyalty and outrage, struggling to reconcile the woman they admired with the reports that were now circulating. Social media became a pressure cooker. Every new detail sent fans into frenzied debates, dissecting every action, post, and statement. Supporters defended Claressa, emphasizing her strength, resilience, and the pressures of living under public scrutiny. Critics, meanwhile, were relentless, analyzing the exposed and interpreting every revelation as evidence of a carefully hidden side of Claressa that had never been seen. The sheer intensity of the public reaction amplified the drama, making it clear that this story would not fade quickly. Adding fuel to the fire were allegations that Claressa's relationships outside the ring had been strained for years. Some insiders claimed that she had experienced profound personal betrayals, leaving her cautious and guarded. Others suggested that she had, in turn, made decisions that alienated friends and family members, contributing to the widening divide that Tasha K's investigation had now exposed. The narrative had evolved from a simple scandal into a complex web of human emotion, loyalty, and conflict, a story that resonated with audiences precisely because it reflected the messy realities of life, even for a figure as seemingly invincible as Claressa Shields. Financial disputes also emerged as a major point of contention. Leaked documents hinted at disagreements over fight purses, sponsorship deals, and personal investments, with certain advisors allegedly prioritizing their own interests over Claressa's. The tension between personal and professional loyalty became increasingly apparent, painting a picture of a champion navigating treacherous terrain in both her private and public life. Every revelation added a new layer of suspense, leaving fans and commentators questioning who could be trusted and what consequences these disputes might bring. But perhaps the most shocking element of Tasha K's expose was the suggestion that some long-term relationships in Claressa's life were not as they appeared. Trusted associates were implicated in conflicts that had remained hidden for years, creating a sense of betrayal that stunned observers. The narrative painted a portrait of a woman surrounded by uncertainty, trying to maintain control in a world where trust was fragile and loyalties were constantly shifting. Fans were captivated by the drama, unable to turn away from a story that combined the glamour of celebrity with the rawness of human emotion. As the story continued to unfold, even more unexpected twists emerged. Reports surfaced about private disputes over career decisions, public appearances, and social media messaging. Some advisors reportedly attempted to manipulate the narrative, influencing how Claressa was portrayed to the public. This created additional layers of conflict, highlighting the fragile balance between personal agency and external pressures. It became increasingly clear that Claressa's life, both in and out of the ring, had been shaped by a mix of ambition, influence, and tension that few outside her circle could fully understand. The intensity of the expose reached its peak when allegations of betrayal within Claressa's family were revealed. Close relatives were said to be caught in conflicts that forced them to choose sides, creating rifts that threatened to overshadow even Claressa's professional achievements. The family was reportedly divided, with some members supporting Claressa unconditionally, while others expressed disappointment, frustration, or suspicion. Emotions ran high as personal grievances came to light, and the fallout from these revelations began to dominate. Conversations both online and offline. Amid all this turmoil, Claressa's own response or lack thereof added to the suspense. The silence was deafening. Every social media post, every media appearance, and every public comment was scrutinized, with fans searching for any hint of acknowledgement, denial, or defense. This strategic or forced silence only amplified the intensity of the drama, leaving the audience on edge and craving more information. Questions loomed large. How would Claressa navigate these revelations? Would she confront her inner circle, address her fans, or attempt to reclaim the narrative in a way that could repair the fractures revealed by Tasha K's investigation? Even the boxing world itself reacted to the scandal. Fellow athletes, commentators, and industry insiders weighed in, some expressing sympathy, others astonishment, and a few outright disbelief. Analysts noted that a champion's personal life could impact public perception, sponsorships, and future fight negotiations. The timing of the expose was critical, coinciding with a high-profile period in Claressa's career and threatening to overshadow her athletic accomplishments. Observers watched closely, knowing that the next steps she took could redefine not only her legacy, but also the way fans in the industry perceived her. Amid the swirling speculation, Tasha K continued to release additional details, each revelation more shocking than the last. Reports of secret meetings, private disputes, and behind-the-scenes manipulations painted an increasingly complicated picture. Fans were left struggling to piece together the full narrative, while insiders described a chaotic environment where alliances shifted rapidly and trust was fragile. The intensity of the drama grew with every update, creating a sense of anticipation that kept audiences captivated, glued to screens and eagerly awaiting the next installment in a story that seemed to defy expectation. As the weeks progressed, it became clear that this scandal was not just about one individual. It was about the fragility of trust, the pressures of fame, and the complex web of relationships that define public figures' lives. Claressa Shields, once viewed as untouchable, was now at the center of a maelstrom that revealed the human side of celebrity, the fears, conflicts, and vulnerabilities that lie beneath the surface. The narrative was both cautionary and mesmerizing, demonstrating how personal choices, external pressures, and hidden tensions could converge to create a story that captivates the world. The drama continued to escalate as fan theories multiplied, experts debated, and media outlets analyzed every detail. The story had become a cultural phenomenon, with Claressa Shields' name trending across social media platforms and dominating conversations everywhere. The combination of personal scandal, professional stakes, and family conflict created a multi-layered narrative that was impossible to ignore. Every revelation intensified the suspense, making it clear that the fallout from Tasha K's expose would reverberate for months, if not years. Even as speculation reached fever pitch, the story took another dramatic turn. Allegations emerged about previously undisclosed conflicts within Claressa's training team, financial advisors, and sponsorship partners. Reports suggested that some individuals may have attempted to manipulate events or exploit Claressa's image for personal gain. The more information surfaced, the more complex the web of relationships appeared, highlighting the precarious balance that a high-profile athlete must maintain between public perception, personal loyalty, and career success. By now, the narrative had grown beyond a simple expose into an intricate saga of ambition, betrayal, and human emotion. Fans watched with rapt attention, analysts weighed in with their interpretations, and the world seemed to hold its breath. As the story unfolded, Claressa Shields, a figure once synonymous with invincibility, was now navigating a world filled with scrutiny, mistrust, and unexpected revelations. Every move she made or didn't make was analyzed, critiqued, and debated. With the drama at its peak, one thing was clear: the story was far from over. Each revelation, each insider claim, and each public reaction served to heighten the tension, leaving fans eager for the next chapter. Claressa's legacy, her relationships, and her career trajectory all hung in the balance, teetering on the edge of public perception and private reality. The world was watching, and the suspense had never been greater. As the storm surrounding Claressa Shields continued to rage, the fallout from Tasha K's expose began to reveal layers even more shocking than anyone had anticipated. What was initially perceived as a series of personal and professional disputes had now evolved into a full-blown saga of mistrust, betrayal, and hidden motives, leaving fans and insiders alike struggling to keep up with the relentless unfolding of events. The first wave of shock came from the revelation of long-simmering conflicts within Claressa's inner circle. Trusted associates, once thought loyal, were implicated in schemes and alliances that cast doubt on their integrity. What seemed like routine disagreements over fight strategies or sponsorship deals now appeared to be calculated maneuvers designed to consolidate influence, control Claressa's decisions, or even exploit her public image for personal gain. The deeper Tasha K's investigation went, the more it became apparent that the champion's life had been entangled in a network of covert agendas for years, hidden behind layers of public perfection. Fans were particularly stunned when Tasha K revealed that some of Claressa's most celebrated victories and public moments were shadowed by tension and manipulation behind the scenes. Insiders alleged that negotiations for high-profile fights had been influenced not purely by Claressa's skill or merit, but by strategic decisions made by those around her. The revelations painted a stark picture. The invincible champion everyone admired was navigating a labyrinth of personal politics and hidden pressures, forced to balance her ambition with the shifting loyalties of those she trusted most. Amid the growing public scrutiny, new claims surfaced about Claressa's family dynamics complex, emotional, and far more volatile than fans had ever imagined. Tasha K reported that some family members were deeply divided over Claressa's decisions, with personal resentments and unspoken grievances fueling ongoing disputes. The champion, known for her physical dominance in the ring, appeared to be facing a very different kind of battle at home, a struggle for trust, loyalty, and understanding among the people who were supposed to be her strongest allies. The intensity of these revelations sent shockwaves through her fanbase, as people struggled to reconcile the image of a disciplined, fearless athlete with the turmoil unfolding in her personal life. But the drama did not stop there. Tasha K uncovered financial controversies that further complicated Claressa's already turbulent situation. Documents suggested discrepancies in fight payouts, sponsorship arrangements, and personal investments that raised questions about the transparency and ethics of her inner circle. Allegations surfaced that some advisors may have profited disproportionately at Claressa's expense, heightening tensions between professional loyalty and personal gain. Fans were shocked, commentators debated, and the public began to see the cracks in what had once appeared to be an unshakable empire built around Claressa Shields' talent and reputation. Social media erupted as every new detail fueled speculation and outrage. Online communities dissected each revelation, creating timelines, theorizing motives, and debating the implications. Claressa's career and legacy. Supporters rallied fiercely, emphasizing her strength, resilience, and dedication despite the chaos surrounding her. Critics, however, amplified every allegation, suggesting that the champion's carefully crafted image was far more fragile than previously believed. The drama was no longer confined to private circles, it had become a global spectacle, captivating millions who watched closely as each new detail emerged. The intensity escalated further when Tasha K revealed evidence of secret confrontations and arguments that had reportedly taken place behind closed doors. Some insiders described situations in which Claressa had confronted individuals about alleged betrayals, only to find herself caught in cycles of denial, deflection, and tension. The emotional stakes were staggering, feelings of hurt, anger, and disappointment intertwined with loyalty, admiration, and obligation, creating a combustible environment in which trust was continually tested. Fans were riveted by the complexity of the story, recognizing that this was not merely a scandal, it was a deeply human drama filled with moral dilemmas, shifting alliances, and high emotional stakes. Even Claressa's professional allies were drawn into the unfolding chaos. Trainers, managers, and promotional teams were all implicated in varying degrees, some accused of overstepping boundaries, others of failing to protect her best interests. The layered conflicts highlighted the vulnerability of even the most successful athletes, demonstrating that fame and skill cannot insulate anyone from the challenges of human relationships and organizational politics. Each new disclosure amplified the tension, leaving fans anxious, curious, and eager for the next revelation. Meanwhile, insider accounts suggested that Claressa herself was grappling with immense pressure, forced to make difficult decisions while under relentless public scrutiny. Reports indicated that her emotional well-being had been significantly impacted, with the stress of the exposed compounding long-standing personal and professional challenges. Observers noted that the combination of public attention, family conflict, and internal disputes created an environment in which every move carried weighty consequences. Fans who had once seen Claressa as untouchable now began to empathize with her struggles, recognizing the human vulnerability behind the public persona of a champion. Just as the narrative seemed to be reaching a peak, Tasha K revealed a shocking twist. An unexpected ally had stepped forward with further evidence, including private correspondence and insider accounts that contradicted prior assumptions. This revelation suggested that some of Claressa's perceived adversaries might not have been acting maliciously, while others had been intentionally misleading the public. The complexity of the situation deepened, showing that beneath the surface of scandal and betrayal, there existed a web of miscommunication, misunderstandings, and hidden agendas that had contributed to the explosive fallout. The story took on yet another dimension when reports emerged about Claressa's interactions with fans and public figures. Sources claimed that certain engagements had been orchestrated with the goal of managing perception and deflecting scrutiny, while others had inadvertently heightened tensions. The lines between authenticity and strategy became blurred, leaving the public to wonder what was genuine and what was calculated. Analysts debated whether Claressa's silence had been a deliberate tactic to maintain control or a response to feeling overwhelmed at the cascade of revelations. Amid all these revelations, the psychological toll became evident. Claressa, a champion renowned for her physical prowess, now faced battles of perception, loyalty, and trust that were invisible to the outside world but just as challenging as any opponent in the ring. The narrative highlighted the intricate interplay of personal emotion, professional obligation, and public expectation, showing how the pressures of fame and success can create environments rife with conflict, tension, and moral ambiguity. By now, the story had captivated global audiences. Every new leak, every insider account, and every analysis added depth to a narrative that was already complex and compelling. The intensity of the drama was undeniable. A champion who had once seemed untouchable now found herself navigating a minefield of emotional, professional, and relational challenges. Fans were glued to the unfolding events, commentators dissected every detail, and the world watched as Claressa Shields' carefully constructed image collided with the messy realities of human behavior, ambition, and secrecy. And yet, despite the relentless scrutiny, one undeniable truth emerged. Claressa Shields remained a figure of fascination, a living paradox of strength and vulnerability, brilliance and imperfection. The story was far from over, with family conflicts unresolved, professional disputes ongoing, and public perception hanging in the balance. Every move Claressa made or chose not to make carried monumental significance. The drama had transformed from an expose into a multi-layered saga, a story of human complexity that captivated, shocked, and engaged audiences in ways that extended far beyond the boxing world. The tensions surrounding Claressa Shields had reached a fever pitch. Every revelation from Tasha K's expose seemed to open new doors to scandal, leaving fans, insiders, and commentators scrambling to keep up. By this point, Claressa's world had transformed from that of a controlled, disciplined champion to a battleground of emotions, secrets, and fractured alliances. The once untouchable athlete now appeared vulnerable, caught in a whirlwind of scrutiny and suspicion that threatened to overshadow even her greatest achievements in the ring. Family dynamics emerged as one of the most explosive elements of the unfolding story. Insiders claimed that years of suppressed grievances, unspoken rivalries, and personal resentments had finally boiled to the surface. What was previously perceived as loyalty and support had fractured into factions, with relatives choosing sides in a conflict that had long remained hidden from public view. Some family members were alleged to be actively distancing themselves from Claressa, questioning her decisions, while others remained fiercely loyal, creating a divide that further complicated her already tumultuous life. Fans were shocked to see that the person they had idolized was navigating not just professional challenges, but deeply personal crises with real emotional consequences. Financial controversies came under even greater scrutiny. New documents allegedly revealed discrepancies in earnings from fights, sponsorships, and personal investments. Some sources suggested that advisors and managers had manipulated contracts or diverted funds, leaving Claressa in a position of vulnerability. The tension between professional loyalty and personal gain became increasingly apparent, painting a picture of a champion who had to simultaneously defend her career, her finances, and her personal integrity. The layers of deception and betrayal amplified the drama, drawing even more attention from fans and media alike. Tasha K's investigation also highlighted the psychological impact of these revelations. Sources close to Claressa indicated that the stress and emotional strain had begun to affect her focus, her relationships, and her decision-making. Even a champion of her caliber was reportedly struggling to maintain composure under the constant barrage of accusations, leaks, and speculation. Observers noted that the combination of public scrutiny and private conflict created a pressure cooker scenario, in which every choice carried potentially life-altering consequences. The champion's physical prowess, while unquestioned, could not shield her from the human toll of betrayal and emotional turmoil. The drama escalated further when it became clear that Claressa's professional circle was far from unified. Trainers, managers, and promotional teams were implicated in disputes over control, strategy, and influence. Some individuals were allegedly attempting to exploit the situation for personal gain, while others struggled to remain neutral in a battle that increasingly resembled a war over loyalty and power. Fans were stunned to learn that the polished image of a flawless career had masked years of internal tension, manipulation, and conflicting agendas. The narrative had evolved into a complex web of human ambition where each decision was both a potential victory and a potential pitfall. Social media intensified the drama exponentially. Every leaked document, every insider account, and every update fueled speculation, analysis, and outrage. Fan communities became battlegrounds of interpretation, with supporters defending Claressa's incandidies became battlegrounds of interpretation, with supporters defending interpretation, with supporters defending Claressa's end integrity while critics amplified each alleged misstep. The speed and volume of online reaction created a feedback loop that magnified the stakes, ensuring that every new revelation carried immediate and far-reaching consequences. The story had transcended the confines of celebrity gossip. It had become a cultural spectacle, a drama that engaged audiences on both emotional and intellectual levels. Amid the escalating tension, previously undisclosed relationships began to emerge. Certain associates and confidants were revealed to have had covert influence over Claressa's career decisions, creating a tangled network of obligation, influence, and potential betrayal. Sources suggested that some individuals may have acted with motives that were not entirely aligned with Claressa's best interests, raising questions about trust, loyalty, and ethical conduct. Fans were captivated by the unfolding narrative, fascinated by the interplay of power, ambition, and personal emotion behind the scenes of an elite athlete's life. The Exposed took another dramatic turn when reports emerged about past conflicts that had been meticulously concealed. Long-standing disagreements, personal slights, and secret confrontations were now coming to light, showing that the tensions were not recent but deeply rooted. The narrative highlighted how unresolved disputes can fester over time, creating a volatile environment in which even small triggers can escalate into public scandals. For Claressa Shields, these revelations painted a picture of a champion navigating a lifetime of personal and professional complexity. Every detail, no matter how minor, was dissected, shared, and debated. Claressa Shields' story had transcended the realm of celebrity gossip. It had become a cultural phenomenon, an intricate tapestry of ambition, loyalty, betrayal, and resilience. Adding to the complexity, some previously loyal associates reportedly reversed their positions, revealing private grievances and hidden motives. These disclosures suggested that what had initially appeared as minor disagreements were, in fact, symptomatic of deeper structural issues within Claressa's inner circle. Fans were shocked to realize that even those who appeared supportive might have been acting from self-interest, heightening the stakes and adding new layers of suspense. At the same time, Claressa's silence continued to dominate attention. Every public statement or lack thereof was scrutinized, dissected, and interpreted. Analysts speculated on her next move, debating whether she would confront the allegations directly, attempt to regain control of the narrative, or let the storm play out while focusing on her career. The ambiguity only added to the intensity, creating a sense of suspense that kept audiences glued to every update. Revealed the most explosive twist yet, evidence suggesting that the conflicts and betrayals were not isolated incidents, but part of a larger pattern of manipulation, rivalry, and hidden agendas extending across Claressa's career and personal life. Sources claimed that decisions once thought minor had long-term consequences, shaping relationships, influencing public perception, and even affecting Claressa's mental and emotional well-being. Fans were left in awe at the scale of the drama, realizing that the champion they had admired was navigating a labyrinth of intrigue and tension that few could fully comprehend. As the dust settles on Tasha K's explosive revelations, one thing becomes crystal clear: Claressa Shields' world will never look the same again. What began as whispers of hidden conflicts and personal disagreements has erupted into a full-scale saga of betrayal, ambition, and shocking secrets, leaving fans and insiders alike questioning everything they thought they knew. The champion, who once seemed untouchable, is now navigating a maze of family divisions, professional disputes, and personal choices that have captivated the world. Even now, questions remain unanswered. Will Claressa confront those who allegedly betrayed her? Trust? Can fractured relationships be repaired, or are some wounds too deep to heal? How will these revelations affect her legacy as a champion, both inside and outside the ring? Every move she makes in the coming months could redefine her story entirely, and the suspense is far from over. Fans are left on edge, eagerly watching, analyzing, and speculating about what will happen next. This saga is more than just a scandal. It's a story about human complexity, resilience, and the harsh realities of navigating fame, loyalty, and ambition. Claressa Shields' journey reminds us that even those we admire most are not immune to challenges, conflicts, and difficult choices. The highs of victory and the pressures of expectation exist alongside personal struggles, hidden agendas, and emotional turmoil, creating a narrative that is both captivating and deeply relatable. Now it's your turn. What do you think about Claressa Shields' situation? Were the revelations justified, or is the exposed blown out of proportion? Do you think she can recover and reclaim control of her narrative, or are the cracks in her personal and professional life too deep? We want to hear your thoughts, theories, and predictions in the comments below. Your perspective could shed light on what comes next in this dramatic story. If you found this deep dive shocking, intense, or impossible to stop watching, make sure to hit that like button to show your support. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications, so you never miss an update when the next chapter of this unfolding saga drops. Share this video with friends, family, and fellow fans, and join the conversation as we continue to explore the secrets, scandals, and shocking truths surrounding Claressa Shields. The story is far from over, and you won't want to miss a single moment.